What's going on? G.I. Joe fans, Centex Collector here, continuing the Battle Line series as we delve into the origins and history of Raptor. Raptor has a fascinating and somewhat unconventional backstory compared to many of his peers in Cobra, the antagonistic faction he is part of. Raptor's real name is Thomas R. Winkin, and he hails from Seattle, Washington. His journey from a respectable profession to becoming a Cobra operative is both unique and intriguing background and career change. Originally, Raptor was a highly successful tax consultant. His career was marked by a remarkable level of skill and expertise in his field. However, Raptor had an unusual obsession that eventually led him to a life of villainy. He was deeply fascinated by birds, particularly falcons, and was convinced that humans could, or even should, emulate avian characteristics. Descent into obsession. Raptor's obsession with birds went beyond a mere hobby or interest. He believed so strongly in the Birdman concept that he began to incorporate it into his everyday life. He designed and created a costume that resembled a bird, complete with feathers and a falcon hood, effectively transforming himself into a human-avian hybrid in appearance. This eccentric behavior was a significant departure from his former life as a tax consultant, joining Cobra. Despite, or perhaps because of, his eccentricities, Raptor caught the attention of Cobra Commander. He joined Cobra, bringing with him his unique set of skills, especially in espionage and intelligence gathering. Raptor trained his birds, particularly falcons, to conduct reconnaissance missions. His feathered companions acted as his eyes and ears, capable of infiltrating places inaccessible to humans and gathering crucial information without arousing suspicion. Role in Cobra. Within Cobra, Raptor's role was centered around using his birds for surveillance and espionage. His unique approach to intelligence gathering proved valuable in various Cobra operations. While his methods were effective, his bizarre appearance and unconventional methods often made him the subject of ridicule among other Cobra operatives. However, Cobra Commander recognized the value of his skills and used him for missions where stealth and information gathering were key. Appearances in media. Raptor's presence in G.I. Joe media outside of the toy line was somewhat limited. He didn't appear in any of the cartoon episodes or animated movies. His character was only animated for commercials. In the G.I. Joe Nintendo game Raptor's the Boss at the end of Section 1-2, there were 2 released action figures in a name reveal. Raptor version 1, 1987. This was his original release. He came with a cape and a falcon. Ron Rudat designed the figure and Mark Pennington created the sculpt sheets and accessories. Raptor version 2, 2017. Released in the 6th shipment of the G.I. Joe Collectors Club Figure Subscription Service Volume 5. Raptor 2024 Classified Series. Currently, just a name reveal. Slated to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Raptor made 35 appearances in various G.I. Joe comic books in Marvel, Devil's Duo, and IDW. His first appearance was in the G.I. Order of Battle No. 3, February 1987. First storyline appearance was in G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, No. 59, May 1987. He appeared on the cover of that issue with Cobra Commander. They engaged in combat with Outback and Tunnel Rat, alongside their Slam, strategic long-range artillery machine. In this issue, Raptor collaborated with Fred 7, working clandestinely in the back room of Fred's garage located in Denver, Colorado. Together, they constructed a new battle suit for Cobra Commander and provided his son, Billy Kessler, with a prosthetic leg. When Cobra Commander met Raptor for the first time, he was less than impressed and asked Fred why he was dressed up like a bird and if he was a nutcase. Cobra Commander then turned his ire on Raptor and said, "This bird brain is crazier than Dr. Minbender. I'm sick and tired of wackos and funny suits. What do you sleep in? A nest?" Raptor then told him that he only wears the bird suit to make the falcons more comfortable, to make them think that he's a part of the flock. To prove his worth to Cobra Commander, Raptor used some forensic accounting skills to hack into the U.S. Army financial and banking records housed at Fort Leonard Wood to track the Joes. Raptor picked up on Tunnel Rat's pay records, and then they figured out that the Joes were en route from Jerkwater Flats, Utah, to Fort Carson, Colorado. Raptor appears in Marvel Comics issues 61 to 63, 94, 95, 97, 98, and Special Missions 24. For a time, the Fred version of Cobra Commander, though, did bring Raptor back in for a special mission in Special Missions 24. The Joes were on Presidential Protective Detail and monitoring Flushing Stadium for a Dandies Mites baseball game. Cobra wanted to use this game to snatch the President of the United States. Raptor unleashed his birds would drop micro-gas pallets in the stadium, and as the gas deployed, Firefly and Zarana attacked the stadium with explosive hot dogs, and Crystal Ball hit the Joes outside the stadium with his hypnotism. Cobra took POTUS onto their blimp, but the Joes fought back, and Raptor ended up fighting with Lady J on board the blimp. Raptor was one of the few members of Cobra who knew that Fred 7 had replaced the original Cobra Commander. He divulged this information to Dr. Minbender, bringing the Cobra scientists to the Commander's supposed burial site. There they discovered an empty grave and that Cobra Commander was still alive. Cobra Commander returns to Cobra Island and buries Raptor with several of his other enemies in a landlocked freighter on the island. Raptor does not survive this incident, dying from botulism after eating tainted food, so he's killed off in issue 98. Larry said on more than one occasion that if he felt the character was too silly, he tried to kill them off at his first opportunity, hence what happened with the landlocked freighter. Incidentally, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got a character named Raptor the same year for the TV series, one of Tita's Havoc mutants. In IDW Publishing's In-Jai Joe continuity, he first appears in Infestation 2, Jai Joe number 1, as a crazed resident of the Cobra Law installation for unfit and unstable agents deemed valuable to Cobra research and development. Raptor appears in the G.I. Joe novel Divide and Conquer 1988. He's on the cover with Jinx, Big Boa, and Crocmaster. Raptor stands out in the G.I. Joe universe as one of the more imaginative and distinctive characters. His journey from a tax consultant to a bird-themed espionage expert for a villainous organization embodies the unique blend of realism and fantasy that characterizes the G.I. Joe franchise. Raptor remains a memorable example of the franchise's creativity and character development, showcasing a mix of tactical espionage skills with an outlandish personal obsession. That wraps up the history and origin of Raptor in the G.I. Joe universe. More to come for the Battle File series. Comment on which characters you would like to see next in the series. Until then, comment, and subscribe. JJ out.